Hello, hop on in and buckle up. We're going to go for a cruise today out to the center of the San Francisco Bay. Right now we're going across Yerba Buena Island, a natural island, but we're eventually going to end up at Treasure Island, a man-made island in the center of the bay. So hang out for a few minutes and let's see what there is. So here we see the scenery from Treasure Island, a former naval installation here in the center of San Francisco Bay. On the left-hand side is the natural Yerba Buena Island, and where I'm standing is a man-made island originally put in place to take care of some of the World's Fair that took place in San Francisco in the 1940s. On the left-hand side, we see the western span of the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge, 3 of the 4 towers. It's a traditional anchored suspension span, and on the right-hand side, we see the iconic Transamerica Pyramid that's a symbol for many in San Francisco. Just to the left of it there, we see Bank America World Headquarters, or at least where they used to be. Here we see the world-renowned, iconic Golden Gate Bridge, the Southern Tower, an engineering marvel for the 1930s. Some said it could never be built in the open sea conditions that existed there with the depth of the water. But engineers said that it could be done, and Robert Strauss and others engineered a solution to it. To the left-hand side, we see the arch structure that spans the roof of Fort Point. Downtown San Francisco. And the western span of the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. So as a special courtesy to all our YouTube customers and channel subscribers, here's an opportunity to see a preview of the Bay Lights public art installation that's to preview on March 5th, 2013 on the western span of the San Francisco-Oakland Bay Bridge. Each one of the individual vertical suspender cables that come from the large cables that span between the towers have a stream of LED lights that are each individually controlled by a computer. You can see here in their testing process they've stopped the animation for a moment, and then there you can see it restart. Over on a pier not too far from the bridge is a computer station where they can see the bridge and control the animation. So this is going to be in place. Currently it's slated to be there for 2 years. It's been privately funded and installed on the public bridge. So this is a great collaboration in the area of public art. Corporate sponsorships putting up the money to pay for an art installation installed for the public good. The way it's designed, none of the drivers or passengers on the bridge can actually see the sculpture, and that was one of the safety aspects of it that was important when they were engineering and vetting the design. So you can see here it spans across the entire length. We're looking in the eastern direction, and now we're rotating around and taking a look at the most western end of it here. So I was skeptical as to what it was going to look like when they first proposed it and it had shown in the local media. But now, after witnessing it myself for the very first time, I'm impressed and I'm glad they did it. Here we can see the original Hills Brothers coffee plant that now is home for Gordon Biersch Brewery and some office buildings. I can remember as a kid, used to drive across with my parents on that San Francisco Bay Bridge, and you could smell that coffee as you came across into San Francisco. Very impressive installation, very well done. The original small lights that you see along the big suspender cables, those were originally installed, and I think those were funded by Pacific Gas and Electric, PG&E, the local utility, and those were put in place for the 50th anniversary of the bridge about 20 or 25 years ago. So this is a special preview just for you of the Bay Lights public art, computer controlled LED art installation. Well done, very impressive. If you haven't been to San Francisco, this might be worth making it your next stop on your next vacation. So thanks again for spending a few minutes and hanging out with us. So after watching the show, it's time to go home. So here we are, we're getting ready to plunge right through the heart of Yerba Buena Island. This is the world's only double-deck tunnel. So the opposite direction traffic is above us going through the tunnel here. We're going to make a right turn onto the temporary section, temporary bypass, and on the left-hand side you'll see the New Bay Bridge lit up in the construction process. So as we come out of this, we're on a temporary section that'll be removed when the new bridge is put in place. And then as we make the right-hander here and it straightens out, we'll be back onto the original 1930s bridge. Always make sure to wear your safety belt and buckle up. Some people say the San Francisco Bay Area is one of the most beautiful places that one can travel to. I would agree. It's a great place to come and visit. I'm glad to be able to call this area home. Many people spend thousands of dollars to come here on vacation and only get to stay for a week or two. I feel lucky that we have this nice area, beautiful weather, and wonderful scenery. So check out our website and take a look at some of our welding equipment, and we hope to see you again real soon.